second chance at love. Chapter 1. A family built on love. My name is Clara, and I'm 32 years old. This is my story, a journey through love, betrayal, heartbreak, and the courage to rebuild. I share it for my YouTube channel, hoping it resonates with those of you who have faced pain but still believe in the possibility of healing. Years ago, my life felt like a dream. I was married to Nathan, a man I adored, and we had a 9-year-old son, Liam, who filled our days with joy. We'd been together for 12 years, living in a cozy house I'd inherited from my grandmother. It was our sanctuary, filled with laughter, love, and the little moments that made life beautiful. Nathan was my rock. He was kind, hardworking, and always made time for us. He'd help Liam with his homework, cook dinner when I was tired, and hold my hand during late-night talks about our dreams. We weren't perfect, money was tight, and we had our share of arguments, but we were happy. Liam was the light of our lives, with his curious questions and infectious giggle. I trusted Nathan completely, believing our love was unshakable. Chapter 2. The night that changed everything. One Thursday evening, Nathan told me he was going to a coworker's promotion party. "It's just a work thing," he said, kissing my forehead. "I'll be home late." I was feeling under the weather, so I stayed home with Liam, tucking him into bed with a story. "Tell Daddy to kiss me goodnight when he's back," Liam mumbled before drifting off. I smiled, thinking how lucky we were. The next morning, Nathan was different. He sat at the dining table, staring at his coffee, his face pale and tense. "Clara," he said quietly, "I need to tell you something." My heart sank at his tone. He took a deep breath and said, "Last night at the party, I was drunk. My old college friend Sarah was there. We talked and I kissed her. It was a mistake, Clara. I'm so sorry." The room spun. "You kissed her," I whispered, my voice breaking. "How could you?" He explained that Sarah had approached him, that the alcohol clouded his judgment, that it was just one moment. "It meant nothing," he pleaded. "Please forgive me." But his words felt like knives. Anger and hurt surged through me. I shouted, "How could you do this to us, to me?" Tears streamed down my face as I grabbed his jacket and shoved it at him. "Get out! I can't look at you." This house was mine, inherited before our marriage, so I had every right to ask him to leave. Thankfully, Liam was at a sleepover with his cousins, spared from witnessing my heart shatter. Nathan left, his head bowed, muttering another apology. I slammed the door behind him, collapsing onto the couch, sobbing. Chapter 3. The Weight of Betrayal. Days that followed were a blur of pain. Nathan's texts flooded my phone. "I love you, Clara. I'm so sorry. Please, let's talk." I ignored them, unable to hear his voice without reliving his confession. His mother called, her voice gentle but firm. "Clara, Nathan made a mistake. Men do foolish things sometimes. My husband strayed once, but we worked through it. Think of Liam, he needs his father." Her words stung. "I'm thinking of Liam," I snapped. "But I won't stay with a man who betrays me." Friends weighed in, some urging me to forgive, others saying I was right to stand my ground. But the hurt was too raw. That kiss wasn't just a moment, it was a betrayal of everything we'd built. I felt foolish for trusting him, dirty for loving him still, and alone in a way I'd never known. Yet I had to keep going for Liam. I plastered on a smile when he came home, shielding him from my pain. "Where, Daddy?" he asked. I hugged him tightly and said, "He's away for a bit, but he loves you." Chapter 4. Standing Firm. A week later, Nathan showed up at our doorstep, holding a bouquet of daisies, my favorite. His eyes were red, his voice shaky. "Clara, I messed up. I was stupid, drunk, confused. Sarah kissed me and I didn't stop her right away. But it was just a kiss, nothing more. I love you and Liam. Please, don't let this end us." I stood in the doorway, my heart torn. Part of me wanted to believe him, to fall into his arms and pretend it never happened. But the image of him with her burned in my mind. "You had a choice, Nathan," I said, my voice steady despite the ache in my chest. "You could have walked away, but you didn't. That's not love." He cried, begging for another chance, but I shook my head. "You broke my trust. I can't live wondering if it'll happen again." I closed the door, leaving the daisies outside, and cried myself to sleep. Life without Nathan was quiet but heavy. Liam and I fell into a new routine. I'd take him to school, work my shifts at the library, and come home to cook dinner. We'd play games or watch movies, his laughter keeping me grounded. But at night when he slept, I'd lie awake, haunted by memories. Our wedding day, Nathan's smile when Liam was born, the way he'd sing off-key to make me laugh. I loved him still, but love wasn't enough. Trust was the foundation of our life, and he'd shattered it. Chapter 5. The Persistent Hope. Nathan didn't give up. He sent messages daily. "I miss you, Clara. I'm so sorry. I'll do anything to fix this." I didn't respond, needing space to heal. One evening, he sent a longer message. "I can't live without you and Liam. I know I hurt you and I'll regret it forever. But I'm changing, Clara. I've stopped drinking. I'm seeing a counselor. Please let me prove I can be the man you deserve." My hands shook as I read it. I wanted to believe him, but the pain was still too fresh. Liam started asking more questions. "Why does Daddy live with us?" I sat him down, choosing my words carefully. "Sometimes grown-ups make mistakes and it takes time to figure things out. But Daddy loves you and that will never change." He nodded, but his eyes were sad. I held him close, vowing to protect his heart. Nathan began visiting Liam every weekend. He'd take him to the park or for ice cream, always bringing a small gift, a book, a toy car, a puzzle. He was a good father, and I never stopped him from seeing Liam. One day, as they returned laughing, Nathan lingered at the door. "Clara, I'm not giving up on us," he said softly. "I'll wait as long as it takes." I didn't reply, but his words stayed with me. Chapter 6. The Seeds of Change. Months passed, and I noticed changes in Nathan. He was sober, calmer, more present. He helped with chores when he visited, mowing the lawn, fixing a leaky faucet, without expecting anything in return. He respected my boundaries, never pushing too hard. Liam adored their time together, and I saw glimpses of the man I'd fallen in love with, the Nathan who'd stayed up all night when Liam was sick, who'd surprised me with handwritten notes. One rainy afternoon, Nathan arrived to take Liam to a movie. As Liam grabbed his coat, Nathan turned to me. "Clara, I know I broke your trust. I've been working on myself. Not just for you and Liam, but for me. I want to be better whether you take me back or not. But I need you to know I love you and I'll never stop." His honesty caught me off guard. For the first time, I saw not just regret, but growth. That night, I sat with Liam as he slept, his small hand in mine. I thought about the example I wanted to set for him. Strength, yes, but also compassion. I thought about forgiveness, not as weakness, but as a choice made from power. I remembered the good years with Nathan, the love we'd shared, the family we'd built. Could I open my heart again? Could I trust him? Chapter 7. A New Beginning. A year after that fateful night, I made a decision. Nathan had shown me he was trying, not just with words, but with actions. He stopped drinking, sought help, and prioritized Liam. He'd given me space, but never stopped showing he cared. One sunny morning, as he helped Liam plant flowers in our garden, I called him over. "Nathan," I said, my voice steady, "I've seen you change. I still feel the hurt, but I also see the man you're becoming. I forgive you. And I want us to try again. Not because I need you, but because I choose you." His eyes filled with tears. "Clara, really?" he whispered. I nodded, and he pulled me into a gentle hug, careful not to overstep. Liam ran over, sensing the shift. "Are we a family again, Mama?" he asked, his face lit with hope. "Yes, sweetheart," I said, smiling through tears. "We're a family." We're not perfect. Some days I still feel a pang of doubt, but Nathan's actions speak louder than my fears. We talk openly now, rebuilding trust brick by brick. Liam's laughter fills our home again, and we're learning to be a family. Not the one we were, but a stronger one, built on truth and second chances. Chapter 8. A Message of Hope. This is my story, a tale of pain, love, and forgiveness. If you're watching, maybe you've been betrayed, or maybe you're wondering if you can forgive. Know that healing takes time, and strength comes in choosing what's right for you. Love can falter, but it can also grow again, rooted in honesty and effort. Thank you for listening. If this story touched your heart, please like, subscribe, and share. Let's build a community where we share our struggles and triumphs, where we remind each other that we're strong, brave, and worthy of love. I'll see you in the next video with Nayla more stories to inspire and heal. Take care and never stop believing in second chances.